So first of all, I want to make an introduction of our special guest today. She's a senior director from Microsoft here in Asia Pacific. She's heading the capital market financial services here in Hong Kong. So it's very nice to meet you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. So I think, as I mentioned, we are part of the worldwide industry team. So the worldwide industry team have many different industries, and I belong to the financial services industry that covers banks, insurance, and capital market. So for me, it's really based out of Hong Kong, covering Asia Pacific. Asia Pacific is a very wide and diversified market for us. So here we have 5 regions. So GCR is Hong Kong, Taiwan, that report to China. Then we have Japan, we have India, Australia, and then we have ASEAN, Korea, and New Zealand as part of APAC. So Asia Pacific is combining for 5 markets or regions for us. And then within each region, we have different, I would say, customers, and we have some of the regional banks. We also have the global banks as well. So the global ones are like the HSBC, the Citi. The regional ones are like the Bank of China here, or the big 5 banks in China, the big 3 banks in Japan, and also the regional ones in Singapore, and also India and Australia. For us, it's really, we are seeing the digital transformation, and we are seeing banks, I would say, for the last almost 6 years that I have with Microsoft, we've seen much of the disruptions in our industries. And the disruption not just for blockchain, it actually comes from fintechs and all of that new technology. So when you come into this disruption, I think the bank really need to reimagine themselves. So for the last 6 years, what I've been seeing is how Microsoft can actually empower. Our slogan is really to empower every organization, every person in this planet to do more. And particularly for financial services, it's really how can I empower our customers on the bank, insurance, and cap markets? How can they go through the digital transformation, and how technology can be an enabler to support that? And we don't do it just because of Microsoft. We are a platform. We actually do it together with our partners. So we have all your partners. We have many, many different partners. So the first partner is really solutions partner. So Microsoft is not an application provider. We are a platform provider. So we have a lot of solutions that rely on our platform, and we build the solutions. So we have very niche partners, like on the risk side. We have risk management partner for both insurance and banks. So the likes of the FIS, the likes of all the risk compute and all of that. The other one is really on, like, say, retail banking. So we have the core banking system, we have the private banking system. So the likes of terminals, they're part of that as well. And then we have payment solution, which can be like Finestra, the paper, we have ACI. So that's the solution partner. We actually have application to address particular line of business. The other one we have is the SI partners. So SI partners is like the Big Fours, you have the Accenture, the Ernst & Young, the KPMG, and Deloitte, and also we have TCS, Infosys. So they are the system integrators where they will be able to implement all our first party as well as the third party solutions to our customers. Actually, it's very interesting because we've been doing blockchain, I think, probably the first cloud provider that actually entered into the blockchain market a few years back. And when you think about technology, it's not one standalone piece of technology that makes the puzzle, it's everything. And I think Microsoft is a very good platform in the way that we are a platform. So we actually allow a big ecosystem. So we have many, for example, in the blockchain world, we actually support our partners like Coder. We support our Ethereum, Forum. We also support Hyperledger. So we are neutral and we are agnostic to all of those, I would say, the ledger technology, and they can use our platform. But every single blockchain will have to build their identity, security, data lakes, and all of that. So it will be very, I would say, big undertaking for every single customers. To start with the blockchain project, they have to start building from bottom all the way up. So what we do actually is blockchain is just one part of our platform. Beyond the blockchain, you can rely on our security, you can rely on our trusted cloud infrastructure, you can rely on our data lake, you actually rely on our Active Directory for security.
Yes.
So that's why building the puzzles becomes much easier. It's just one piece of how you can integrate everything. That's why the blockchain family adding to the Microsoft would actually see a very good success in terms of the take-up, because it's not isolated, it's all integrated into our. We do. Actually, one piece that I did mention earlier is because we are in the financial services and because cloud is such an important enabler for all the agility and all the transformation projects that we're doing, we need to really have a regulatory and compliance discussion. So we've been on the last 4 years talking to over 100 regulators in the market globally. It's private one-to-one conversation that we have, and it's a trusted advisor role that we're playing. Because most of the regulators will have to kind of change what their view of the traditional outsourcing guidelines to the cloud guidelines. So mostly it's principle-based. So when you switch to a market and say, okay, now if I have a new technology like cloud, are you allowed to do it? And what will be the regulatory, I would say, the guidance in terms of governance, how you will do it, and what product and solutions you will do. In the initial days, the regulators will say mission critical, probably not. Maybe you can do the non-mission critical. So we've been seeing regulators on the journey as well, like HKMA. I've been engaging with HKMA since 2014. And the first guideline came out in 2015. So it's trying to establish a relationship where we understand where the cloud is going and what is the really security, how we've done it, how do we make it compliant, how do we encrypt the data. The data belongs to our customer. We actually don't own the data. So I mean, all of that regulators need to understand before they can say, okay, now you can use the cloud technology. So having said that, we've done a lot of supervisory and guidelines on the earlier days. Now the regulators have created what is called the innovation, right? The FinTech office. So the FinTech office becomes very interesting because they are the one who push the innovation in the market. So Hong Kong is a FinTech office, Singapore is a FinTech office, and some other regulators are following. So we've been working very closely with the FinTech office, with the regulators, starting with Hong Kong and then with MES in Singapore. We talk about AI. About 2017, we are the first one to actually did an AI panel at the HKBCW office, and they started launching the AI concept to the market. And we also trained all the banks. So HKBCW was taking the lead to say, hey, you need to be trained on AI. So we actually trained 2 seats per bank in the Hong Kong community at the Science Park. And we actually had hands-on training for 3 hours. That's all done in 2017. So it's not something that is now. We've been doing it with the regulators. MES is the same. So MES, we've been supporting Project Leung. So that was the first, I would say, blockchain project that we're supporting. So MES and us has the same mission. We want to test the technology of blockchain and whether this is really a good use case. So they've done all the technology. They've taken Quorum, they've taken Quarter, they've taken Ethereum. And how do you support that with the platform, right? So Azure is the underlying platform to support all these blockchain. So we are the only platform that actually run the 3 blockchain projects, and it's still ongoing. We already launched for phase 2 last year, 2 years ago, and now we're doing cross-border. What we have done differently is we are an enabler, whereas we never work on a closed system. So I think in the earlier days where the blockchain is it's like one size fits all. You have to take one single vendor and everything you have to take within that. And it's a very closed environment. Part of it, the challenge with that is blockchain is very new. We really don't know, or our customer doesn't really know at that time which technology is really the best. Whether you compare Ethereum, Hyperledger, Quorum chain, whatever, we really don't know which one is best. So to try and kind of put your whole effort into one and build everything so intact and so linked and tied to one particular technology is actually very risky.
True.
So the way that Microsoft has done it is because we know we are a platform and we need to embrace partners so that they can do more on our technology. So we built an open platform. So we've done many things. We've done a developer kit. So you can actually come to the Microsoft blockchain service and scan up a template and you can do a blockchain in 10 minutes. It used to take months. So that's the first step we've done. Is when we launch the service, we keep on improving it. So we've now done a template, so you can scan any template on any of those technology in seconds, right? So that's one. The other thing is try to bring the blockchain into your own infrastructure is a pain. So we need to create kind of a sandbox environment so that they can try it out and then fail and then learn and evolve and everything. So the entire blockchain as a service is run on Azure. So you don't really have to provision in your IT infrastructure because many of our customers don't even have blockchain skills. They don't have cloud environment. For them to spin up a cloud environment probably takes months again. So with the blockchain as a service, with the template, again, you can test out a smart contract in a matter of like a week. You can actually test out the whole technology. And you can actually test out a few smart contracts in workflow. So you can skin up the templates in seconds, but then you can test out the smart contract within very short time. So that's the two things we've done for the first year. And then we build more and more to this. So we now have a blockchain development team. So for example, people doesn't know how to bring the outside world into the blockchain. Yeah, because when you do a blockchain, you always punch in your data. But you need to get data from your SAP system or ERP system, whatever system you're using. That integration is not well known. So what we have now done is with the developer kit, we now created these samples so that you can go to the developer kit library and you can pick up all the best examples, how you can maybe use an SMS to actually do a data input into a blockchain. We've done that as well for you in the developer.
So those are API available?
Those are libraries. So this is what the Azure services are, cloud blockchain services, which is part of the entire Azure services. So within the blockchain services, you can also call our, for example, even if you want to do an Excel, you can call our API. So you can call it Office 365 API and you can unbundle an Excel. You don't have to create a spreadsheet within the blockchain. So all those Azure services is available to our developers. Again, you don't have to start from scratch. You can spin up a database into Azure. You can do all the visualization. As I say, you can do our keyword. Keyword is a very key core component of Azure. And most of our partners use the keyword function because then you don't have to do the key encryption. It's all part of the function that you can call in. So again, actually they are the partners. So they really are the people who is riding on our platform. So R3 is a critical partner for us.
I see.
The project that we're doing with Bank of Thailand is actually riding on our R3 platform.
Okay.
And a couple of others like, as you mentioned, the Marco Polo and also Voltron, they're all running on our R3 product network. So R3 is basically our partner in the infrastructure on the technology side, and then we ride on the Azure services. So R3 actually build the application together with our application partners, and sometimes it's actually R3 that research lab itself to do that, but they're running on our platform. So we basically go hand in hand. It's not exclusive. We actually are very strong partners. And I think what happened is in this blockchain world, you can't really work in isolation. And I won't say we are monster. I think we are just the best provider because everything you do is an open source. So everybody can ride on and they can contribute to this whole blockchain development. I think this is really why we are the fans or the favorite for blockchain because of that. We provide trust and security, very important for financial services, but on top of that, they just have to build the application.
Okay.
Well, I think we're not particular about Swift. I mean, even though I come from Swift, I think Swift actually has a very good financial infrastructure. I don't see a reason why you need to replace Swift, to be honest. I just think that as any organization or any company or even Microsoft, we just need to realize that we are in a digital journey and we need to continuously to embrace and enhance our offering. So the way I see it is Swift needs to change their offering. So in the latest of the GPI, that is one attempt of doing that. They're also trying to do DLT. We actually have conversation with Swift as well. At this moment of time, R3 has got our partner has a project going on with Swift with the PR just released. So the project that we're doing with Swift is very interesting. Is the Swift Alliance Gateway, which is connection between the banks and the Swift Gateway. That one is an on-prem solution, and actually that have a lot of potential risk because it's on-prem. It's got the risk of a cyber attack. So we have now done a pilot, which we announced at Cybers, where we can now put the Alliance Gateway on the application to the cloud, the Microsoft Cloud. And we have tested it with Microsoft Treasury, which is one of the Swift members. So we've done the connection on the cloud. We also done a message that we send out a payment message to our own cloud gateway to Swift. So this is a POC that we've done, and we are engaging, and actually it opened up a lot on the market. The banks are really interested about it, and I think this is some areas that I would say we collectively as an industry, I would say kind of thought leader, because Swift is also in infrastructure, we are part of the infrastructure as well. I think we need to come together and enhance our capability so that it reduces the risk and the security and the cost for our customers. I think that's really what we need to do as a continuous, and it's going to be continuous, and I think everyone has to do that, and it's not that Swift or other, I think everyone needs to do that.
Okay.